You know, there are a host of unanswered questions about the allegations that the Russian government deployed hackers to disrupt our electoral process and help Donald Trump win the White House. The president-elect responded to all this in an exclusive interview on Fox News Sunday.
I think it's ridiculous. I think it's just another excuse. I don't believe it. I don't know why. And I think it's just, you know, they talked about all sorts of things. Every week it's another excuse.
Do you think that the CIA is trying to overturn the results of the election or somehow to weaken you in office?
Well, if you look at the story and you take a look at what they said, there's great confusion. Nobody really knows.
And for more on this, senior national correspondent John Roberts is live right now outside of Trump Tower. So, John, good morning. What is Mr. Trump saying this morning about Rex Tillerson?
Good morning to you, Eric. You know, Secretary of State is probably one of the most, if not the most important position in the president's cabinet, second only to perhaps who's running the Pentagon. You've got to be the president's representative the world over. You have to represent the United States interests around the globe, and you got to be prepared pretty much to work 24/7 for the next 4 years. And sources tell Fox News that the president-elect Donald Trump has settled on Rex Tillerson, the current CEO of ExxonMobil, as his choice for that esteemed position. He was recommended to the Trump campaign from a number of people outside of government, according to sources who told me that this morning. Among them, Robert Gates and Condoleezza Rice, who you might remember recently met with the vice president-elect Mike Pence in Washington. One of the things that Donald Trump really likes about Tillerson is that he has crafted deals, some of them very, very difficult deals, in some of the most difficult places around the world to do business. Here's what Donald Trump told Chris Wallace yesterday about Rex Tillerson.
He's much more than a business executive. I mean, he's a world-class player. And to me, a great advantage is he knows many of the players, and he knows them well. He does massive deals in Russia. He does massive deals for the company, not for himself, for the company.
But it's those ties to Russia that may create some headwinds for Rex Tillerson during confirmation. Senator John McCain, as you'll find out in a few minutes, is critical of the pick, suggesting that he might be too close to Putin. So Donald Trump's campaign and Tillerson himself may have a lot of explaining to do before Congress as to why he should be the Secretary of State. Eric?
Yeah, John, and meanwhile, the president-elect has really been pushing back on those allegations about Russian hacking, you know, saying it's a Democratic plot. What else has he been saying?
Yeah, as you said right at the beginning, Eric, he doesn't believe it for a minute. He was on with Chris Wallace yesterday saying he doesn't know if Russia was behind it. He doesn't think Russia was behind it. This morning, he was tweeting out the idea that if the shoe was on the other foot and Hillary Clinton won the election and Republicans were saying this, they would be accused of spouting vast conspiracy theories. Donald Trump also wondering why none of this was an issue before the election. Here's what he told Chris yesterday on Fox News Sunday.
Hacking is very interesting. Once they hack, if you don't catch them in the act, you're not going to catch them. They have no idea if it's Russia or China or somebody. It could be somebody sitting in a bed someplace. I mean, they have no idea.
But that statement puts Donald Trump at odds with many people in the intelligence community who do believe that Russia was behind the hacking, the DNC and other organizations, and was trying to skew the election, and even some of his colleagues in the Republican Party. Senator John McCain, again for one, who believes that there should be an investigation as to just how deep these allegations of Russian hacking went and whether they actually did happen. Eric?
Yeah, the reports say the CIA is convinced that this did happen to try and help him. Meanwhile, what's on the agenda today? Who's visiting Trump Tower?
A lot of meetings today at Trump Tower, as you can imagine. Let's put up some of the faces. We'll be walking in. Carly Fiorina, who some people say might be a candidate for Director of National Intelligence. West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin will be here as well. He's being thought of for the position as Energy Secretary. Raul Labrador of Idaho, former Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum will be here. And then a couple of people who might be up for the job of Secretary of the Interior, Ryan Zink from Montana, and Kathy McMorris Rogers, who, of course, is the highest-ranking woman in Congress. So she would be a very powerful add to Donald Trump's candidacy should she get that job. Interior, again, is what she's being talked about for.
Yeah, and John, while you were talking, we just saw former Congressman Allen West standing in the lobby waiting for the elevators. There he is, live right now, former Congressman, of course, Allen West, talking about international affairs, so we'll certainly see what job he potentially could be up for, why he's there for an appointment. John, good to see you. Thank you.